So, you're sitting there. You find yourselves in a room. It's round, other than the doorway in. It is covered in a white padding. You don't know how you got here. You don't know what you're doing here. You don't remember what you've been doing the last few days. Everything is just a blur.
All I know is that I must kill. No.
Wimpy, Zane, give me roll for initiative. See who goes first here.
7.
Okay, I was gonna say I should probably click on my toe, but it probably doesn't matter.
Yeah, not for this.
7.
Okay, what's your bonuses to initiative, Wimpy?
Same. It's a 5.
5.
What a great start. Just roll again.
Yay!
All right, that's a 19.
Watch me roll a 19. I will laugh. 13. Damn.
Okay, so Wimpy, you awaken and stand up in the area you're in. Describe your character.
What you have is sitting in this padded room, a middle-aged tiefling, 2 horns slightly curled at the end, a very, very near dark purple but blue skinned with black hair, kind of tied up in a knot, kind of shuffling a deck of cards as he's just sitting there.
Give me a constitution check.
That's a 5.
5. Your head's just a blur as you get a ping of like a headache or almost migraine level headache pound through your head. You don't remember how you got here, where you were before this. Nothing comes to mind.
This is not an unusual feeling for this gentleman. He's just sitting there. He's making a very large assumption as to where he's at because he's been in this situation a lot.
Give you a little more here so you can see that there's technically a door there. Give me a perception check now.
Okay. Okay. That's just 15.
So yeah, the room you're in, it's other than where the door leads to the outside, it's just a completely round room. A white soft padding is around every inch of it. Like if you try to run into this, it damn it, blank stop the impact so you wouldn't like hurt yourself running into it. You do notice there is a single drain on the floor. Doesn't smell the best coming out of it.
He's gonna check his pockets real quick.
I'll just let that slide. You find all your weapons and stuff on you, but you also find a note in your pocket.
Oh, Jesus.
Do you wish for me to read this out loud?
If you want to, yes, you can.
I don't know if you already have a voice planned for this guy or
I
not.
do not.
I don't want to. Okay.
I'm not a voice
So
DM. I try to a little, but
Welcome, new arrivals, to Legendary Lucky Larry's Lobotomy Laboratories and Legal Litigation LLC, or you may wonder how you got here. Neither do we. But you are here now. Glad we established this. Going forward, this will be your room in life from now on. There are some rules you need to follow. Number 1, you are to be in the common room every day and get to know your fellow roommate.
Redacted.
2, the guards are to be obeyed at all time. Anyone who disobeys them will be subject to on-site disciplinary action. up to, but not limited to, death. 4. I think they're missing rule number 3. It's like, we are not good with numbers. And with that one, he just crumples it up and throws it on the ground. But I'll continue reading for the benefit of our viewers. We are not good with numbers. Any mention of this, see rule number 2. Number 5 is breakfast, lunch, and dinner will be served at 9 a.m., noon, and 6 p.m. sharp. If you are not there at these times, you will not be fed. See rule number 3 for any other questions about food. Number 6, you are free to explore any of the facility at your own risk that the guards are not patrolling, but doing so at your own risk. Just numero siete. Siete. Sorry, I don't speak Spanish.
I don't either. I just know how to count up to like 8, but that's it.
Have fun in your new home. He'll walk up to the door and push it open.
It's locked.
I have all of my stuff.
Yep.
What does a hold on, let me do the math here, bro. 27 with thieves tools do to unlock this door.
The door unlocks.
And he'll just kind of push it open.
As you push the door open, you see a man in weird attire you've never seen before. Kind of, what's the best way to describe it? Really kind of blue stitch-like pants, a button-up blue shirt, some weird stick at his side, and a bunch of other weird things on him, like on his belt you've never seen before. Fancy man thinks he can get out of his cell before he's let out. Well, lucky you, I was just coming to unlock your cell, so it saves me some time, but don't do this again. You've been warned. Come, it's almost breakfast time.
He'll put his hands in his pockets, the tiefling gentleman, and just kind of start walking.
Okay, with that, we're gonna jump over to Zane's character as you kind of wake up in this room. Can you describe yourself, please?
Wait, that was stretch. My character appears, at least in appearance, appears to be a young male elf, with kind of like long blonde hair tied up in a ponytail on the back, piercing red eyes, real light, fair complexion. I don't know what's going on. I remember fabric of time seeming to fall apart. I remember falling into some kind of portal, and then it goes to it's blank. I
Give me a con check.
uh, 5.
Nope, you get like a searing migraine, like pulse go through your head as you try to remember how you got here. What you mumbled may have been right, but you're not sure.
Not sure. I'm just trying to bridge that I took him out of a universe that just fell apart and disintegrated. He thinks it's right, but he's not sure. He has no clue.
Okay, give me a perception check to this room.
Cool. Perception. 8.
8? Yeah, it's a round room full of white fabric on the walls. Stinky hole over here.
Oh yeah. This room has too much white in it. all white on white on white on white. Who designed this room? Ugh.
But you
Gonna
do see a
just think,
door on the this side of the room as well.
cool. He's just gonna check to see if he has his stuff or what of his stuff he has.
Yep, you find just basically your instrument, your any weapons you had, the clothing you were wearing, and some weird note you've never seen before. That was the one Wimpy read off earlier. If you'd like to read it as well.
He'll pull out the note, look it over. Oh, welcome to Eyebrows to Lucky Larry's legendary Lucky Larry's lobotomy laboratories. Blah blah blah. I wonder how you get here. Yeah, it's life from now on. Rules, common room daily with your fellow. Can't really read that. Roommates, guards obey the guards. We're subject to. I don't know who Lobo is, but the rest of it's kind of scribbled out. Can't really see. Onside disciplinary. Not good with rule number 1, 2. What? What? 4. Oh, okay. Not good with not good with numbers. 5 breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Serve 9 noon and 6. It's so early. If you're not there, you won't be fed. See rule number non-existent for questions about food. Got it. We probably won't be eating. Number 6. Feel free to explore. Do so your own risk. Número 7. Have fun in your. I don't like this place. It'll just kind of fold up a note and put it back in his pocket. Oh, door. Yeah. Just kind of go over to the door and. Well, I would if I had control of my. Oh, there it is. Nope. I would if I had control of my token. But yeah, he just go over to the door.
You don't have control of it.
No, I do. Gonna check the door, see if it'll open.
It is locked.
Oh, it is lock it. Lock it, lock it, lock it. Do I have anything to do? Any way of making it not lock it? No. But. I can see the other side of the door, right? Or no?
There is only one thing in the door. There is kind of like an eye slat near the top that's closed. Otherwise, it's a basically pure steel door.
Can I do anything to just kind of figure out how thick I think this door is?
Give me an investigation check.
Investigate, kind of give it a little knock, see if it sounds hollow on the other side, like whether it's just a wall or some other something in front of it, or if it's open space. Nat 20, 22.
You pound it a couple times. This is probably a 2-inch thick steel door, and there is an open hallway beyond it.
Cool. Well, I will just go ahead and. Well, if this door does not want to open to let me through, I shall make my own. And I'll just say I want basically set a doorway to appear 5 feet on the other side of this door, as I basically just dimension door through it.
So I'm going to say that's going to, because you go right where the guard was, going to force you over to this side.
Okay. Oh, hello.
As this guy was just kind of like unlocking the door, kind of looks down at you, dressed that same way that I described the other one.
Okay.
Just slowly unlocks it, and it swings open. He's looking at you.
Hello.
Come, fresh blood. It's time to go to the common room.
You are really disconcerting.
Skull, do you have your character set up enough to do your kind of introduction stuff?
Just about there.
So, you awaken in the same kind of room as everyone else did. Describe your character.
Talking to me.
Yes.
Talking to me.
Let's see. I had everything all planned out earlier. So, I'm my overall appearance is a little dressed up more like a, I would say, not exactly a commoner, but like somewhere in between like middle to upper class, so a little bit nicer dressed.
Middle class, got it.
So, but um eyes are mostly white except for just the little dark circles where my pupils would be. Um got white hair uh, about neck length, just above the shoulder. Um and if anyone happened to take a first glance at me, it looked like I'd be malnourished or a little underfed, but that's just my overall appearance. Um, Pretty clean overall, and just whatever a changeling would be considered. But he thinks higher of himself compared to everybody else. But nevertheless, he's here to make a splash, and he doesn't care who knows it.
Okay. Give me a con check here, too.
Just wrapping up here. I don't think I can do that. Just
Roll a d20 and we'll say you something, add
Yep.
to it what your con would be. So as you're sitting there, I'll say that this is good enough without even to add the modifier to it. You get a tinge in your head, like I said to everyone, to kind of migrate, but you remember something vaguely before you got here. What class were you again? Because your character's not fully made yet.
Ranger.
Ranger.
Yep.
You remember you were tracking something. You were some beast that you were tracked to find and kill, but next thing all you can remember is that you're here now.
Oh, that's very peculiar. Wonder how I landed up in here. And just doing a general look around on where I happen to be. What what
Perception
does
check.
the room look like? Okay. Oh, terrible.
White padded room, stinky hole, kind of in the one side of it by you.
Ick.
Plus the door. Door you can't really miss. You'd have to roll on that one to have missed that. So.
Well, see if I can't get out of here. Head over the door and take a look to see if I can easily open it or not.
There is no handle or anything to indicate to open it from this side. Pushing on it does nothing.
Check for maybe a panel or a switch that might be able
Investigation
to
check.
go. Jesus, another 6.
Nothing that you can see to open it.
Huh.
What else do you wish to do?
Check for windows if there's any openings, maybe big enough where I could at least look out of.
From what you saw in that perception check before, you don't see anything. This room is basically one solid room. There's no gaps or windows in it whatsoever.
Okay. I assume I have the note as well. I see it on my screen here.
Yep, you have that note as well.
Okay. Just quick. So character's gonna quick skim through it. Quick, you may wonder.
As you're reading that note over, you hear a
Back
Is
up
this
quickly.
tap 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 tap? Is this thing on? Tap tap tap.
No.
Sounds like it's on. Good, good, good. Okay, okay. Okay, okie dokie, everybody. I am Larry. You are now hearing this. You are now in my place of business. You are new arrivals. The door should be opening for you shortly to let our magnificent, wonderful guards to let you out into the common area to meet your new friends. Yes, your new friends that you'll be spending the next eternity plus with. Maybe. We'll see. Depends on how you behave here and all that stuff. And yeah. So remember, as you saw, if you read your card, don't disobey the guards. They can do stuff to you that you will not like. So just listen to them. It makes things so much easier for every party involved. Paperwork to it all. Ugh. Yeah. So, it'll be your first breakfast today. Go out there, make some friends and all that. Toodles! As the door in front of you opens, Charles.
Mm.
As you see a man standing there in that same kind of uniform I described everyone else's. Come along, it's time to get you guys some food.
Like what kind?
Food.
Food.
Did we all hear this?
You can kind of hear him talking to some guy.
No, I mean, did we all hear the announcement?
Yeah, you
about
all heard the
door
announcement.
opening? I'd like to do something if you'd allow it.
What do you like to do?
Well, I'd like to, as we're hearing the announcement, just make several notes, mental notes of the pitch, the cadence, the sound, to be able to mimic Larry's voice.
Okay.
To just stow that away as okay, I can try to be able to mimic Larry's voice later on as need be, or as the need arises. What would I need to do for that?
Um, give me an intelligence check with advantage.
Cool, because I'm not a smart boy. Intelligence 17.
Yeah, you could probably you got enough of his vocals, cadence to probably pull it off if you tried next time.
Yeah, with a good enough performance, I might
Yep.
be able to pull it off.
Given what you are, I'll say you could do that with pretty ease.
Yeah, I just figured. Where is it? It's not. Yeah. All right, sounds good.
As you hear these guys go, follow us, don't do anything stupid, and nothing bad will happen. Now come.
Yeah, as an action, you can change your appearance and your voice. Blah blah blah.
As these guys kind of start going down this hallway, it looks kind of like a kind of hallway you've never seen before. Its walls are smooth and kind of a off green color, like they've been painted and stuff like that. There's lights on the ceiling that don't seem to be giving off like heat, like fire, or ash, or anything. They're just emitting light, but it's not magical.
Hmm.
As you come down the hallway, you see more guards posted in this little alcove. They seem to be all in the same attire, but they have a little bit more stuff on them.
Is there any way to notice or identify what they are underneath the armor that they
They're
have?
not wearing armor. I just picked a thing for them. They're in a normal attire. You can see what they all look like. Some of them are dragonborn, some of them are elves, some of them are humans. You see all different kinds of races here.
Hmm. As we're walking by, can we take a look? You said they have extra
Notice
stuff on
everyone.
them.
These four do. They just have more weapons on them, like more lethal looking ones, like swords and stuff like that.
Didn't know if there was anything like you're saying, oh, you see they have something on them, but you can't really tell what it is. It looks unusual, like more stuff like that.
They still have all that kind of unusual things in like what look like leather pouches, but they're black and metal looking,
Hmm.
like nothing you've ever seen before.
Hmm.
Charles would be taking note of all the different guards and just identifying what they look like and all that. For
I assume
future
you're just
reference.
keeping pace with the guards, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awful lot. There's an awful lot to you around here. I
Pass
say
by a
indeed.
guard, little nod, little smile. Hello.
They just look at you with ill contempt in their eyes.
Hmm. Used to that look. Never gets any easier.
I choose to ignore it.
As they come, I forgot to put the door here, but there is a door right here. Okay, idiots. This is the common room. This is where we'll spend most of your time here during the day. Get to know some of your fellow roommates. Make some friend groups. Don't piss us off.
Hmm.
Second here. Feel it in a second as soon as Roll20 wants to be more agreeable with me.
Roll 20, agreeable?
Oh my, look at this big open area.
As you come across a room, you see. I didn't put it in here, but there is a bunch of weird looking, like, tables all over it that have like a big top for it and then like another small like bench. They're like weird benches, but they're made of like some shiny material that's not metal or glass, but it's shiny and stuff like that. You see it.
All right. Would I be able to take a closer look to identify what kind of material it's been made out of?
I can go up, tap like one of the unstatted areas.
I just want to take a look, see if I know the material or not.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
16.
Yeah, this is some weird material you've never seen before in your life. It's like semi. It's like light, but strong. Like a weird metal, but it's not metal or glass. It's something else.
Huh. This is quite a unique style material around here. Does anyone know what this is? Would love to know who provided it.
One of the guards laughs at you. Never seen plastic before. What a loser.
Ah. I'm intrigued.
Now up here to the north side, you see kind of a little alcove where you see um a bunch of glass and some people working. What looks like a kitchen behind it.
What'd you say it was again?
Up north here, I didn't put it on the map, but there's kind of like a little
Oh.
alcove.
Oh, the little alcove in the dark area where you can kind of see. Got it.
Yeah, there's a kitchen back there. You see someone serving what looks like food to people. Get your food when you can. One of the guards goes, Doris doesn't like to be keep people doesn't like to go beyond the
Separated.
normal serving time. But in this room, you see kind of 6 distinctive areas of people kind of in the area. You see a bunch of elves over here. See a bunch of goblins and other kind of weird creatures over here. See some like people decked out in like armor and knight's gear here. See a bunch of people in like leather armor and stuff like that, more unarmored, but stuff like that. And you just see kind of just a bunch of humans over here. This looks like the smallest group, though.
Oh, the humans being the smallest group?
This particular group of humans down here, yes.
All right.
So what do you wish to do? You're all getting kind of hungry.
I think I'll just head on over and get some food. Is there like a tray line or something?
Yeah, there is kind of a tray line. Just to give you a heads up, this room looks like a high school cafeteria.
Ah. It's been a
Cool.
long while since I've been in one of these before.
Or
I don't
maybe
like-
more of a prison one, but yeah, you get the idea.
More or less about the same thing.
You haven't been one of those in a while either.
Ugh. I really have hit rock bottom now.
Better get some food before. Well, I still can.
Which way does the food line start? Left, right, or right to left?
Here to here.
Okay. Oh, don't
I'll
want to jump
jump in the
ahead. Don't
food
want to
line.
upset nobody.
Well, I'll find the back of the food line.
Everyone else already has their food, so you're the last people to go through it.
Okay, so there's not really a line.
No.
Slink,
Ah,
Hmm.
put something on top of me.
slink.
As the elf lady you walk by, one of them just gives you a look of disgust.
Who? Which one?
This one right here.
Gives you a look of disgust.
Everyone who walks by.
Yeah, just speaking Elvish, like, what's going on? You look a little disgusted, like you've seen something bad in Elvish.
Your new blood. Why shouldn't I be disgusted at you?
What's wrong with that? Sometimes that can be a good thing. How long you been here for?
Long enough.
Well, you seem like a friendly sort.
Hmm. Well,
You haven't met some of the guards yet, then.
what do you Charles Daniels look like? Again, sorry, my brain.
Gray skin, pretty much all white eyes except for the circles, which would be where his pupils would be. White hair, basically almost like a ghost, but not.
Got it.
not
So he's
complete.
going like traditional changeling look.
Yeah.
Well, actually, since I look like an elf, I'm gonna just kind of step away from the line for just a moment. And speaking Elvish, since you've been here for so long, maybe you could perhaps share some information. Is there how bad's the food?
You ever had slop before?
Been a long while, but yeah.
It's better than that, at least, so.
I've had better food out in the woods. But this should suffice.
As you're saying that, well, you haven't had my food yet. As you hear a raspy voice, you see some woman standing in the background, got a lit cigarette in her mouth, saying, now, if you don't hurry up and eat it, you're not getting any food today.
Now,
does
what
she
does
look like?
Doris look like?
Um, she's kind of short, not dwarf short, but kind of, what's the best way to describe it? Kind of short for a human, but too tall to be a dwarf. About as round as she is tall, covered in a greasy, disgusting kitchen apron, covered in like grease, blood, stains. You're not sure if it's food or something else.
Mm.
Kind of pimply skin. You know, like a stereotypical high school lunch lady.
Yeah. Can we tell what race? Elf,
Human.
human,
Yeah.
human.
Huh.
I will step up back to the line to get my gruel, but just gonna kind of take a slow look. Ah, so you must be Doris. Well, we were talking in Elven before, so I don't know if she just understands it or just I don't know.
Yeah.
In common. Ah, you must be Doris. What's such a my sorry, my brain just crapped out. Vibrant flowers such as yourself doing in a place like this.
Yes, quite a sight for sore eyes. Yes.
Making food for people.
Well, I'm sure your food is the best.
Well, try for yourself. Take a tray and serve you up something.
I will get myself a tray.
And get my serve on.
Get my serve on.
So you see a bunch of metal-looking plates behind some glass that's kind of like arced at a 45-degree angle, so you can like look at it, but you can't quite get it. But you can stick your tray underneath there.
Yeah.
Now, come on, give me your tray so I can get you this stuff, so I can get out of here for now.
Been here the whole
I'll
time.
pass on my tray.
So basically, she plops down, takes a scoop out of like this brownish liquid, slops it on one of your spots in your tray, and you get a bunch of beans. Another tray that's got a bunch of like breakfast link sausages in it,
Yeah.
and just a pile of like you know those big industrial sized things of scrambled eggs.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Puts a few of those on there. They're kind of brown and overcooked, but
It's like
it
egg
does
and
load
bake.
your plate up pretty good. Flattery will get you nowhere, hun. Oh,
I just
go
wink.
eat your food.
I just wink and thank you.
Well,
You
thank
can tell
Doris.
she did give you probably a little more food than she normally would.
Look over
What?
to comrade in line. Like, I think she likes me.
Why, thank you, Doris. I do hope you enjoy your rest, and I will see you later today. And I'll take my food and head off.
She kind of like takes her cigarette, spits on the floor. Whatever you say, hun. Wimpy, what was your character going to be doing during this?
He is going to be looking for traces of any sort of infestations.
Oh boy.
Like what kind
Rat,
of infest? Okay.
Bug, anything.
Okay, give me investigation check will be good for that, I guess.
That's a 25.
You find nothing in here. This place, despite what you can see from the kitchen, is kind of immaculate. No sign of bugs, no sign of rats or anything. This place is just
Mold, nothing.
nothing.
Where's the last place I remember being?
Give me another con check.
That's a better check. That's an 18.
As you're trying to remember, like another migraine surge pounds through your head. Because you never did tell me, and it's my fault for not asking this like an idiot as a DM. What is your character's backstory?
Um, If you want to give me a vague time, the last time of day, I can give you a little something with it.
You were in one of the bigger cities of where you were from, looking through something in the back alleys for something you were trying to do.
Okay, what time of day?
Late evening, like twilight hours. Sun was just going down.
All right. As the tiefling stands there looking at this immaculate building, he thinks to the last thing that he drank. Realizing that he had no alcohol with his supper and didn't have any supper.
I guess the liquor was the supper.
As you're sitting there thinking that, you hear this woman behind you go, "You know, I'd get food before Doris closes the kitchen gate."
Is she approaching me?
No, you just see this one. She's sitting at her table eating her food. You're gonna go hungry if you don't.
Does she have any food in front of her?
The halfling, yes, she's eating her food. It's almost gone though. There's like
Okay.
Oh boy.
one sausage
Yep.
left that she's on her fork and she's eating as you're talking.
I think I might know what's going to happen.
Let's kind of look at the food. I'll give a disgusted look and walk away.
And say I didn't warn you as she takes the last bite of the sausage.
You, tiefling over there. What's your name? I try and choked.
Are you trying to talk to my character?
Yeah. I don't know a name or anything.
Because you would have seen each other walking down the hallway to here, so.
I didn't catch a name, so.
Can you roll me a charisma check to see how interesting you are?
Believe I could do that. Oof. No modifier. We'll see what happens. Because I think I actually have you as a favored enemy of mine, so. Let's go. Because I think. Don't I get an advantage on tieflings since I'm a ranger and have tieflings as a favorite enemy?
Let me check the book.
I had to manually do that. I think I did.
Are you a UA ranger or are you a base ranger?
Oh, I'm just genuinely curious. Did John Wisdom survival checks track? Might not. I think it's only for tracking purposes.
Wisdom on survival checks to track your favorite enemy.
Won't give me an advantage knowing thy enemy.
That's it for the basic one, unless the subclass you're doing has other bonuses to it that I'm not seeing.
Well, regardless, I rolled a 2, so you do catch his attention as he looks over to you.
I'm raising my eyebrows if you can see them in curiosity.
As he looks down at the food that you have and looks back at you, he
Might be the only
turns and faces the way he was walking and just continues walking.
Nice meeting you.
Hello. Who are you?
Me?
Yeah, who are you?
Never heard of me before? Stand
Oh,
up a little bit
no,
and.
I'm asking because I haven't.
Well, never heard of me before. That's quite a shame because I'm Charles Dangerwolf.
Hmm. Okay. So can I call you Charles for short?
Suppose. So I can make us friends.
Just gonna take a closer look at him.
See something you like?
Hmm.
I just kind of like eyeball him up and down just a little bit.
Hmm. He's gonna switch to speaking in Sylvan. You don't have a disguise?
Mm. I just kind of look at him up and down, and I am going to. I'm gonna make myself look like him.
Hmm.
I'm just like you.
Hmm. That's a very simple trick. I'm just wondering why you're going around as you. How's the best way to say this? Original and all.
Sometimes plain and simple is all I really need.
Um, I can say plain and simple is all I need. This is how I usually go around.
And sometimes I just prefer the sometimes scary elemental factor in too. I like people that seem to be ooh, ah, or shriek at me. I don't mind a little ghastly look.
Hmm.
I love the attention.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. Where are my manners? I'm Restarian.
Astarian. That seems like quite a noble name. What is your background? Where do you come from?
I am an entertainer, and where I come from, I honestly don't know. It's kind of a blur. I just remember waking up here.
Same with me too. I was busy on a hunt out in the woods, and then I felt like I blinked, and then I was here.
Hmm. Oh, well, it's nice to meet you, I suppose.
It was a pleasure to meet you as well. I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot more of each other later on in the line.
I wouldn't doubt it. It's seems to be a rather small place and doesn't look like, well, they said we're going to be spending a lot of time here.
Charles just starts to laugh a little bit under his breath. It's like down the line, and he's pointing it over at the food line over there. It's like, you see what I did there? I made a joke.
Yes, yeah, yes, I did. I see what you did there.
What'd you think of that Doris character over there?
Um, she certainly has a, she's a certain charm to her.
Mm-hmm. I do agree. I think she liked me. I think she put more on my plate than everybody else.
Well, I wish you the best. I'm just gonna go over this way.
Where are you
I'm gonna
going?
go this way. I'm gonna go this way.
Where are you going?
You, you,
Wait,
good.
no,
You
can I-
have, you,
no,
no,
no.
no, no. Why are
We
you
just became
following me?
friends.
I'm
Or is it
guessing you
weird
don't have.
because I'm looking just like you?
Will you guys get away from us and go
Yes and
eat your
yes.
food someplace else? The elf lady
I
yells
thought
at
you could
you.
use I thought you could use the company.
Is there an empty table somewhere?
There is an empty table around the other like five groups. The halfling here, goblins up here, and all those other races. The that human bunch there, the human bunch here, and
Okay,
kind of
I'll
like the
head down over here then. Because
berserker looking people.
I'm guessing you don't have many friends.
I do have lots of friends everywhere. I just get just a little lonely.
Do you think you could
The other
maybe
elves of
not?
this area says, "Yeah, we're friends. We're not friends with you, so leave."
You think you could maybe not look like me?
Oh, I mean, if that'll, if I mean, if that'll make things better.
I I just find it a little weird talking to myself.
Through. I guess I didn't think that part through. I just kind of do a quick little, just taking note of anyone that I can lay eyes on. Take notes of their overall facial appearance.
Question for your
Mm,
character, Wimpy: have you gone to go get food from the kitchen yet?
How full is this place of people? I know you've got groups laid out, but like, is this whole place packed?
It's pretty packed, yes. I just didn't want to fill it with characters.
Okay.
There's a lot of noise
Um,
going on.
as as the tiefling's walking across the room, what does a 13 with a sleight of hand do for me? Just
That
reaching
could
in,
end
trying to
bad.
get something that isn't beans for food.
Like a bargaining chip.
Okay, let me just do a kind of generic roll here. One guy sees you going there, kind of like slaps your hand away. You do grab a couple sausages from a couple of a slower looking dwarf person, and a piece of bread from some elf that's sitting at some other table. As you're doing that, you hear, "Okay," Doris yell out, "Okay, everyone, kitchen's closed till lunch." As she slams down a gate and don't see the thing anymore.
Have a nice break. See you later.
Is this a door or a gate?
Which one did you? That is a door, but it is guarded by one of the guard people.
But they said we have free reign to go wherever they're not patrolling, so
So it's like
As you walk up to the door, he kind of puts his baton and says, "Where do you think you're going?"
he'll point his forehead and kind of does a nudge toward the door.
Do you see me not guarding this door? I know you're new here, so you'll get one warning. Do not try to enter here again when I am guarding it.
He'll
Kind of
shrug,
takes out
put
a
his
little
hands in his.
thing out of one of his pockets, not saying
uh,
blah blah blah. Given warning.
it's like I go running up. It's like, oh, I'm terribly sorry. And I'm sure he, as I like steer his direction, out away from Tiefling there. Be like, oh, I'm terribly sorry. I'm sure he just really didn't mean to impede on that. Hoping he's going to get the hint and kind of slide on through.
As you're saying that, you see one of the guys in kind of like full plate armor go, "Haha! Thou hast thought he could outsmart the guards. 'Tis a fool's errand, but I welcome new people into our area. Come, have a seat and enjoy what little you have for breakfast with me and my merry men."
He just blindly blinks at him and walks away.
Well, he seems like a fun chappy. Would you like to join us, my good... Are you in your normal form right now, Skull?
Yeah, I changed back before.
My good... believe you are a changeling, correct?
Yes, I am. How did you know?
Well,
As I say with a smile.
you're in your base changeling form. I've seen a few of those throughout my gallant efforts across the land.
Bye,
Would your
guys.
would your bard friend be
like
willing to
that.
join us as well? That you were talking to earlier. I could always use a good minstrel to help divvy
I
up,
could certainly,
enlighten the tales of my chivalry.
I could certainly ask and see if they are interested.
I heard a hey guys, but I don't know where
Hey,
it came
Mr.
from.
Bard! You hear that guy yell at you, Zane.
Hmm.
Would you like to come join us?
I'm gonna kind of point at the tiefling that's walking away, kind of like a little finger crossbows, and just kind of do this. Doesn't seem like you have much interest in making friends.
You were doing that towards, Talon.
Yeah.
What is your response?
Talon's just walking toward the other door. Tiefling's just
Fair,
walking toward the other door.
fair enough. Let's just start heading towards the other direction where the very loud person was over there by where Charles went to.
Does the guard move in front of the door as the tiefling's approaching?
Yes.
He'll look up with his hands in his pockets. Start heading back.
So you come sit with the one knight, kind of yelling loudly, Zane?
I suppose they seem to be at least not as standoffish as some of the elves were.
So kind of Halloweeny.
Mhm.
I put this guy's first name. So he goes, greetings, my good bard fellow. What may I say is your name?
Give me your name, mister, and I shall give you mine.
Ah, yes, yes, you stand before one of the knights of my kingdom's glorious round table hold. My name is Reginald Comference, or you may call me Circumference.
You have a date tomorrow.
Ah.
You may all groan now.
I am I love wordplay. It's hilarious.
Wordplay? That is my name, good sir.
Mm-hmm. And I find lots of joy in your name. I shall remember it for a very long time.
All right. Well, I go by Restarian.
Ah, that is a good name. Now, while we are eating, would you be able to regale us with some fine music from your instrument of choice? I believe that is a lute, correct?
That is correct.
You feel a poke on your shoulder. Vistarian.
Hmm? Oh. Hello.
You see the tiefling kind of put his hands up to down in a fist and then kind of unfurl them like a scroll.
Like a scroll.
If you need some accompaniment with your instrument, I have a drum with me.
Can I tell what he's trying to say?
Give me an insight check to Wimpy's performance.
Someone's got an itchy butt?
That's just my bubble.
Mm.
My performance is a 14.
Okay.
I forget with inside and performance. Do I have to pass it? Do I not have to? Does he have to outperform me?
I am basing your what you roll on his what the DC for it is.
All right. Insight. I am a rather insightful person, so maybe 10.
You don't get what he's trying to say, unfortunately.
He'll kind of just like roll his head, and he'll just start reaching all around you looking for an item.
Hmm.
Can I see what
My
he's
sleight of
trying to
hand
do?
with that is a 24.
What were you trying to find on him?
The note.
Yeah, you find the note on him. He had it in one
Yeah,
of
the
his
note's in
pockets.
his pocket.
He'll kind of slap the paper, the parchment that it's on, holding it up to you, and he'll be like,
Mhm.
acting like he's gonna borrow it for a second.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Seems like a handsy one,
He's
isn't he?
gonna go this way. This guard here.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and can you give me just a description of them?
Basically, they're all in that same kind of guard outfit. This one is a, let's say, bronze scale dragonborn.
Okay. Does he look very tough?
Yeah, he looks very tough.
Good boy, Zuzu.
He's just gonna approach the bronze scale dragonborn.
Okay.
He's gonna hold up the paper.
Okay.
He's gonna point to it and wait for a response.
And
Starts scratching his temple while still holding the paper up.
So you like trying to make a point of like we are honored guests amongst this place?
The tiefling's gonna hold up a finger while holding the parchment, and he's gonna roll up the parchment, put it in his pocket, and he's going to pull out his tongue to show it to the dragonborn.
You're pulling out your tongue or his tongue to show.
oh, you can't talk, can you?
And the tiefling just goes, it just kind of puts his hands like, yes, finally someone gets it.
Like it said, I am patrolling this area, so you cannot come this way, unfortunately.
He holds up his finger, points to the parchment again as he pulls it out once he says, oh, you can't talk.
Let me do an insight on him. Give me a performance check.
Certainly. This is a poor performance check. That's a 6.
Luckily, he rolled good, so he can't. What are you trying to get him to tell him exactly?
I'm more or less specifically pointing to rule number 2. And he's gonna like try and point to it as close as he can.
Yeah, just don't go. You're supposed to stay. You stay in here right now. That's all you can do. I'll go get some. Eat your food.
He holds his, like a stop, points to rule number 2 again.
Ugh. He just starts ignoring you and just goes back to watching the door.
Okay, he shrugs. Um, of all the people who are not the guards, who looks to be the biggest, toughest person here?
Give me for perception check here.
That's great. That's a natural 1.
I don't know. Kind of looking at compared to all the guards here, that they're these people aren't doing anything against. I don't know, everyone here looks like wimps.
Awesome. Then he's going to approach the closest group and he's going to stab one of them.
Okay, roll to hit.
Is this an advantage because it's a surprise?
Yes.
That's a 20.
Okay, that will hit that high elf lady here.
Good. Okay, that is okay. That is 8 points of piercing, and ooh, I rolled low on this. 1, 2, 3, 5. 9 points of sneak damage to them.
Okay, I haven't fully built her character yet, so but that's not going to kill her. That's the...
Right, okay, yeah, I read that right.
Okay, I need you to make me an intelligence saving throw.
Okay. That's good. That's an 18.
As she cast Feeble Mind on you. Luckily, you make that save, but you still take the damage. Let me see here. It says the creature just takes 4d6 psychic damage, but you don't get the other effect. As that's 10, 18 psychic damage.
Is that an attack?
Yes.
So it's 9 damage.
Nice. Don't know
As
why I
the
missed
other about 10 people sitting at this table start attacking you as well.
As soon as they start attacking, he's going to drop his knife and surrender. And start going on and run and walking away.
like nothing happened.
Okay, like I said, a few of these people still get attacks off before you do that, so you have to do this.
Oh, whoops! Shoot, I was just checking something. I didn't mean to cast that. Retract, retract.
I'm gonna say 2 of them get off attacks before you.
Are you counting these as reaction attacks?
No, this
Just
is going through as a normal attack. Those
okay.
2 more.
Shouldn't there be a turn order for that then?
We'll count it as reactions then.
Oh, good.
Make a melee attack against.
Yeah, the first one's going to be 22
They can't hit me. They can't use reactions against me.
You
When you
hear?
make a melee attack against a creature, you don't provoke opportunity attacks from that creature for the rest of the turn, whether you hit or not.
And if that
Yeah,
doesn't
but these are
work,
different creatures.
fine. It was a surprise round for me, so I have a bonus action, so I'll just use disengage.
Okay, you're still getting hit with 2 scorching rays are being thrown at you.
Are they using them as reactions?
Yes.
With uh with do they have so how are they casting with reactions?
Because I don't want to do a combat right now. I'm being nice and only letting you get attacked by 2 people.
I understand that. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. I will take 2 scorching rays.
Okay. So one of them will hit because that's, like I said, it's over 20. That's going to be 10 fire damage.
Okay.
And the other one misses.
Okay, so I'll just let you know I've got that, so
Yeah, I know. As the one lady just starts going, "You're new here. Do that again. Everyone will dogpile you, and you will not live to see the next day. Don't pretend I don't have mercy."
he'll hold up his hands, showing that he's not going to do anything. And he starts slowly approaching. Is she
She kicks the knife towards you.
is she okay with him approaching?
Like I said, you went to go pick up your knife, correct?
I'm not trying to pick up my knife.
Okay.
He's just holding his hands out.
She's obviously got another spell ready, but yeah.
He's going to shake his hands and shake his head, signaling he has no intentions to harm her.
Okay.
Is he saying that, or like?
He can't speak.
Uh,
And he's going to get here and give her a hug of apology.
I can feel the awkwardness in the air from here.
God, this place attracts the craziest people. Stop hugging me.
He'll let go. I rolled a 22 on my sleight of hand. What did she have in her pockets?
Jesus. I think this is
That
gonna be
same
good.
note.
Just the note.
Just the note.
He's going to leave the note. And he's going to step back to where she kicked his dagger, pick it up, and start going this way. How did the guards react?
They did nothing.
Okay.
That was entertainment. Cool.
This guy's laughing.
He was enjoying it. I just point over there and be like, he liked it.
You're off to a good start here, Tiefling. So in the
I mean,
meantime, go ahead.
In the tiefling's head, it's like, you gave us vague rules. I need boundaries. I need to know what rules exist so I can break them.
So in the meantime, what were you two, Skull and Zane doing when you were talking with the circumference here?
We were just doing our thing, and then everything happened. So I was watching, easily amused by everyone's reaction. I almost felt like jumping in, but I wanted to see what would happen first.
You know, I would most likely be seeing what these guys are saying, and in the moment the fight breaks out, just kind of
Like, what?
side, head turn, crane over to look, and then just started playing some background fight music.
Yeah. And I'd be beating on the drum.
So our new
I got my
tiefling friend went after Shirley, huh?
Early.
Luckily, Shirley can't be serious.
Surely not.
Second verse, same as the first. I'd like to pick up another voice from our little. I'm not going to say his name. Our friend here.
You want to learn, pick up Well, yeah, you can. You've been with him enough. You can, yeah.
I just want to kind of pick up his voice and just add that to my little vocal repertoire.
You've been talking with him for a while now. You could. I'll just say you have that,
So,
and you can take his form too. So
take it Restarian's a changeling as well.
so circumference goes. What pray tell tales of valor do you bring from your kingdom that you're from?
Oh, are you speaking to me?
Yes.
Me.
I must get to know new people here. It is my duty as a knight.
Oh, I'm. It may sound like the darndest thing, but however, I don't really remember anything prior to waking up here.
Ah, yes, you are new here, I suppose. The fog will lift after a few days. It'll come back to you. Give it time.
Hmm.
At least I hope it will. Anyways, opportunity should be arising soon. I suppose you're new. I'll let you guys have it. Don't if you want.
Have what?
Be great. Whatever it is that you're offering.
Well, it's not what I offer. Just give it time. Guessing our new tiefling friend will take advantage of it when it happens, the way it seems to be doing things.
Unlikely, but time is on our side since we are here after all.
Who knows how long?
You're gonna hate time after a while. Anyway. So, there are a few groups you need to know about here. You already saw Shirley over there and her group of elves and mages. They're the biggest sticks in the mud here. They don't like anyone that's not a elf, really.
Oh,
That's unfortunate.
yeah, I'm not sure why I got the cold shoulder.
Well, just above game, you're disguised as an elf right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll probably warm up to you after a while because you're new, but just typical old high-end elf thingies.
Hmm.
You
I
got
think
Gob up
fire-
there, points to the group, the goblin. He's kind of in charge of the more. What would be the best way to describe them?
Acquisitions.
Oh, because you see hobgoblins, bugbears, and other kind of
The muscle.
the non-humanish humanoid things,
Hmm.
and a few other kind of those weird races. Got the big muscle people down there. Burr leads those. He kind of leans in. He may seem timid, but do not piss him off.
What do we do to not do that?
I don't know. I don't talk to him much, but I know I've seen him getting mad a few times, and it's the red spots stay for a while. Even in here. Then we got Hugh down over there. He is kind of the
I swear to God, if his name is Hugh Man.
It'd be great. I would laugh hysterically.
He's the kind of
Yeah.
the sneaky guys. They like to hang around and snoop around. Your tiefling friend would probably get along with them well. Give me a Restarian and Charles. Give me a perception check on Hugh.
Let's see.
At regular?
Yeah.
13.
16.
Something about the way he handles himself when you see him sitting there kind of seems familiar to you.
Could I do a history check to see what?
It wouldn't
rings
be
a bell?
history.
Okay, I was thinking like, why does it look familiar? I must dig in my memory bank to find out.
Charles, you kind of realize, like, that guy a changeling too? And then you got Lucky over there. She's kind of the leader of the... Everyone you look over there, halflings, gnomes, couple dwarves, all the short races are kind of in that group. You could probably sing a song or two with her. You'll get along with her well, Restarian.
Oh, the halfling?
Yeah.
Hmm.
He doesn't like to play for me anymore. So I hope you can for me. I like that.
Hmm.
Everyone give me a
What?
perception check.
Who?
Everyone.
Everyone? Got it.
19.
Come on. This is one of your skills. You can do this. You can do this, my boy. You are perceptive. You are wise.
I mean, you had a 19.
Middle
on the back
ground.
end.
11.
14.
Both Restarian and Charles, you notice this. As circumference goes, that's the path they're unblocking today. As you notice that the guard patrolling down the kind of the south door here has walked away.
What do you mean by that?
Well, your first day here. Why don't you go find out?
Ooh, sounds like we could be our first game, perhaps.
Game, what are you talking about?
I don't know. It seems like this seems like some sort of, how do I want to say it? A game of life, perhaps. Maybe there's one way for us to get out of here. If we don't survive, if we don't make it, we don't survive. If we make it, we live to tell the tale.
You are very optimistic.
That's all part of living right there. It's just being positive. Usually being optimistic can lead to very good results.
Anything's possible.
So, my dear friend, I think we should go possibly check it out just for sheer morbid curiosity.
Where's the tiefling?
What would you be doing during this, Talon?
He's just sitting on like one of the. He's sitting on the edge of one of the. I'm assuming these are like cafeteria benches and tables.
Yeah.
He's just kind of sitting on the edge of one with a smile on his face.
Yeah, unfortunately, you didn't roll good enough to see the guard walk away.
I just, I kind of motion
That's smart.
towards the tiefling, and kind of like touch nose, and then points over towards the south entrance, like, I think it might be time to go.
You know what? You know what? You know what? You know what? I will do something similar
Wave.
to I did
Point.
before. Do a little point. Just do a little point. But this time, I'm not sure if you'd have it 100%, but he's going to go off of instinct. And we're starting, we'll say this in an infernal. Looks like a door is opened.
I respond back.
Go ahead and
I
give me a
believe.
charisma check to see if.
As I hear you say that, I respond
No, I
back. I
said she
believe
does
so.
that to the tiefling. It's a message spell.
Gotcha.
Charisma. Come on, my boy.
Let's go. Roll high.
You are a bard.
Mm. Guidance.
23.
There you go. Nicely done.
The tiefling will look at you,
I'm like pointing. I'm like pointing at the door.
shrug, walk on over.
Yeah, you see now that the guard has left that door.
This could be our opportunity.
Tiefling holds up his hand, pulls out the piece of paper, and hands it back to you.
Thank you. He'll take the paper and just put it back into his pocket.
It's like, wait, isn't this mine?
So you said that out loud, correct? You didn't use like message or anything like that,
No,
right?
I said I did it. Second verse, same as the first. I did the same thing as I did before with the message spell.
Okay, you have message.
Yeah, I said I did use it. I just didn't click
Yeah,
it this
me too,
time.
yeah, he just didn't pop it up in the chat.
Oh, okay,
so
perfect. Okay,
I'm
I
just-
wasn't paying attention then.
I'm just
Okay, no
looking at
problem.
my-
You used
you
that
like,
on
what are you
somebody,
talking
but
about?
you used that on somebody else, not me. Okay, perfect. Okay. In your head, you'll hear a response. I ain't no morality here.
Like, I'm just looking at both of you like, what are you guys talking about? Like,
Hmm.
I don't see your lips moving, but you're obviously talking to each other.
Okay. Back to out loud. We should check out that door.
I
Who
thought that's
knows
what I was
what's
trying to
back
get
there?
him, trying to get the attention of the tiefling in order to go
Well,
check.
I did get his attention because he came over.
Yeah, but I don't know what you did.
You'll know. You'll know eventually.
The tiefling will turn to Charles. Charlie, Chuck.
Yes.
Did you anything
Mhm.
short? Just Charles.
Charles.
He'll look to
Charles.
Charles and he'll point to his temple.
Kind of look like, what are you doing?
And he'll just kind of wave his hand at you, just like never mind. And he'll hold up his hand to you, Vestarian, and he'll show you his tongue.
Mm. Oh. Oh, you can't speak.
He'll nod.
Well, I'm talented in some of the magical arts, but unfortunately that's not something within my repertoire.
He pulls out his dagger, and he pulls out his tongue, and he kind of does like a mimicking, like he's sawing it.
Oh, you cut your own tongue out.
No, he'll shake his head, and he'll point to his mouth again,
Mm-hmm.
saw toward his tongue,
Mm-hmm.
and then point to his mouth again.
Someone cut your tongue out.
He'll shake his head, and he'll point to your brain, to your head.
Oh, I get it.
What?
We can still speak just telepathically.
And he'll nod.
Okay. No,
And
well, that makes sense. I mean, that
he'll
makes
do a
sense.
little message spell. What is it that you'd like to say?
he'll say, "Can't speak. Tattooed with silence rune on tongue.
Oh.
Punishment."
Mm. Yeah, he says he can't speak. He's under the effect of a silence rune.
Is oh goodness.
And he'll hold up his hand, and he'll show one finger,
One.
and then he motions to you two to cover your ears.
Mm.
We
He'll cover his ears.
I'm like, okay, I'm just kind of following what
At,
Astarion is
at
doing.
which point, he is going to shout as loud as he can with this: "Doors open! Let's go!"
Shake, rattle, and roll on that one. I don't think you could be any clearer on that.
Let's go.
Don't tell me twice. I've been trying to get there a long time.
We go to the door.
So now you guys know he can only talk when he uses thaumaturgy.
Or mentally. Got it.
We're just, it's like, kind of looked over to Restorian, but like, I think we need to like do like some sort of unruined spell so he can speak normally.
I don't have that capability.
In above game, I just want to say I almost wanted to do message myself, but maybe later on down the line.
Hmm.
It's like I was borderline on that one because that would have been really helpful, but it is what it is.
I had honestly considered either taking Dispel Magic or Remove Curse as one of my spells, but
Ugh.
I didn't see a use in it and I didn't take it.
I was hoping I was going to be the only changeling above game, but it is what it is.
Nah, I said when we were discussing that I was going to be a changeling bard fighter, so I'm a barf.
And spoiler, if Servire joins us, his character is a tiefling.
So we'll
we
have
had
two
2 on
changelings and
2.
two tieflings. 2 and 2.
We're going to be the most charismatic group ever.
Yeah.
So as you're approaching the door, you see Hugh leaning against it. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
new
kind of
guys,
developed.
new blood, huh? He's kind of flipping a coin, catching it, toothpick in his mouth. So notice one of the guards left their post, huh?
Do I recognize this individual?
No.
I wanted to just make sure that the guard was okay since he left his post. Make
Sure
he
you
was
did. Sure you
okay.
did.
Do
Ah.
I notice anything unusual about this person as I get closer and I'm not staring across the room?
Give me another perception check. With advantage.
Roll that beautiful beam footage. 19.
Mm-hmm.
Something's off about this guy that you just can't quite put your finger on. You feel like you know what it is, but it's just your brain's not clicking today.
I try.
So, I deal with
The chief.
information. You want any for a price?
How much are we talking about?
Well,
Jesus.
Oh, there's a
that
siren in the background.
depends. Are you good in a fight?
I think I would be.
As far as
I
I
don't know about
know.
anybody else.
Well, I'll give you this if you can come back alive. Don't? What did it cost me?
Yeah, well, how about yourself first? They do say the first one's always free.
Yes, I suppose. Yeah. If you're not careful, you're gonna die back there. catch you around. As he starts walking back over here. Now, if you make it back, give me some information. I'll get you more. We can maybe get out of here alive one day. We're not so different. As he kind of looks at you, Astarion. Goes back and sits down.
Little. If I don't do this, I'm just gonna keep forgetting. It's just gonna keep confusing everyone. Just little ping as we go through, as we're about to go through the door. Little ping. I'll say it in Sylvan. Don't wait up for us. We won't be long.
Would you say that too?
Hugh. As we're heading into the door.
Just a sec.
It's him trying to be snarky. He doesn't know if he speaks it or not, but he's just trying to be snarky.
It's that one. I'd say he'd have Sylvan. He responds back to you in Sylvan. Well, guess time will tell.
At least I know I'm going through the door. Who else?
Everyone's going through the door.
Yeah.
You see another door in front of you that has a symbol for bathroom on it. And you just hear grunting coming from the other side. Give me a perception check.
Hey, you pooping?
18.
14.
Talon, you're the only person that hears this, but you hear, "Oh, god damn it, Doris. What did you feed me? Note to self, don't piss you off." Everyone else, you hear unspeakable sounds coming from on the other side of there. But you also, all
This
of you
door,
hear the
right?
door latch and lock behind you.
Okay.
You hear, this thing on? Hello, Nuba guys, can you hear me?
Mm. Oh, I gotta. I'm really tempted to mess with him.
Hello?
I'm gonna respond in his voice. We can hear you, Larry.
Funny guy talks like me. Very good. So, guess the new guys decided to take up on going where the guards aren't up for the first day. So you got two choices. One way takes you to the swamp, the challenge of swamp. The other one's the challenge of the past. You can make it through one of those alive. You go back to your room. If not, it's fun to watch. As you
I'm
see
gonna
kind of
regret
like two,
asking this.
what looks like portals here and here.
I'd assume we'd get something if we complete the challenge, Larry.
It depends on how I feel afterwards.
And we'll make it an entertaining show.
That's what I like to hear. Good. Good. Well, take your pick. I'll be waiting.
So I have a perfect description for this whole thing, and it's Path of Shrek or Path of Self.
Okay, so which path you want to take?
Question.
Yes.
The door.
What about the door?
Locked.
Door
Yes.
closed and locked.
Yes or no?
Yes, the door behind you is locked.
But is it a mundane lock?
No, you don't see anything that any kind of keyhole or
Okay, that's
panel on it.
that's what I figured. Just wanted to double check.
It's like if you go through this door, it's one way. You can see a door, key on that one, but you feel it's not a good idea to open that one for a couple of reasons right now.
Yes.
This is the one that has the guard pooping, right?
Yes.
That's the biohazard room.
I'm going to approach it, and I'm going to break the key in the lock so that way he can't get the door open.
Okay. Give me a sleight of hand check.
Can I use my thieves' tools to do it?
Of course.
All right. That is a 28.
Oh yeah, you break this lock.
He gets a big smile on his face. And he's going to go toward the swamp portal.
The swamp? Okay, the swamp would be this side.
Okay, then we'll follow him to the swamp portal. Or at least I will, to try to keep us together.
Okay, I forgot to turn on Fog of War for this one. Oops.
Oh, we see big old gators. Ma, the gator got out again.
Ma, there's a gator outside the house.
Gator. Just one? No, there's 3 of them.
As you step through the portal, you all fall face forward into Give me acrobatics checks, actually.
So I rolled a 4 on the dice.
But
But it'll give me a 17.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Well, it makes sense because in the previous game where I had this guy, he did live and travel with a circus.
Charles? Or, oh. I think,
He said he'd
away.
be right back. He's
Yeah.
away. Shit, something came up. I've got like 10 more minutes today. Sorry.
Are you being serious, Zane?
I am being serious.
Okay. Well, this was actually a good place to end it then. But I will roll his quick just to do it. Okay, so yeah, everyone pick where you want to land. I'll give you your Oops, that's the wrong.
What was that?
That was Survivor's character a token. I grabbed his by mistake.
Can you give me control of my token?
Fact it right from your character. I hate when Roll20 does that.
Just right here, just the perfect landing.
And how would you like to land then, Alan?
I put myself down.
Okay. Everyone give me perception checks as well.
10.
And do 15.
Roll for Saul's character since he isn't. He don't see shit.
He don't do shit.
But both.
Ah, there's mud in my eyes.
Yeah, basically that's what happened. So basically, you two see two coming from the water. You see two giant sets of eyes coming out of each of those. Starts waddling towards you. And that is where we're going to end the session for the day because Xanagus has to go.